All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are really digging into a huge partnership that's making waves, the alliance between data analytics powerhouse Palantir and the cloud giant Oracle.
So let's get right into it, because you really got to understand, this is being seen as way more than just another deal. We're talking about something that could fundamentally change Palantir's entire growth trajectory and its value on the market. So what is this partnership, really? At its core, it means Palantir's main platforms, Foundry, Gotham, and their AI platform, are now going to be running on Oracle's cloud. But the real kicker? They're also creating a joint sales force to go to market together. This isn't just a technical move, it's a full-blown business and sales collaboration.
Okay, so what does this actually mean for Palantir on the ground? Well, you can pretty much break it down into three huge, crucial advantages.
This whole thing creates this powerful ripple effect, right? And the benefits are super clear. First, they get way better market access. Second, they gain a serious edge in technology and costs. And third, it completely shakes up the competitive landscape.
Let's start with market access, because this is a huge one. Think about it. Palantir now gets to tap into Oracle's absolutely massive global sales force and their established client networks. This is a game changer. It dramatically cuts down the time and, more importantly, the cost of getting a foot in the door with new clients, especially in those big commercial sectors like finance and healthcare, where Palantir's really pushing to grow.
Second, you've got a major advantage in technology and cost. Oracle's cloud, OCI, is known for its great price-to-performance ratio. That means lower operating costs for Palantir, which translates directly to better profit margins. But here's what's really cool, and maybe the most important part. Oracle offers these unique, secure cloud options, things like air-gapped environments that are totally disconnected from the internet, or sovereign clouds that keep data within a specific country's borders. For Palantir's super-sensitive government and international clients, this isn't just a nice-to-have, it's an absolute necessity.
And when you put those two things together, it leads you straight to the third big advantage. It totally reshapes the competition. I mean, you're pairing what many consider the best AI application platform with a super secure, super efficient cloud. You've basically just created a top-tier, all-in-one solution that rivals are going to have a really tough time matching.
So, here's the crucial point to get. This isn't about Palantir trying to compete feature for feature with the AI services from AWS or Azure. No, the strategy here is to offer a superior, totally integrated package on top of Oracle's infrastructure. It's an end-to-end solution, from the cloud all the way to the AI application. And it's especially powerful in those highly regulated, high-security areas where the other guys just have a harder time playing.
Okay, the strategy sounds great, but what about the money? How does all this actually translate to the bottom line? Because this is where things get really, really interesting for their business model.
To really get the financial impact, we've got to start with this key metric, customer acquisition cost, or CAC. Simply put, this is how much a company has to spend on all its sales and marketing just to land one single new customer. And for a company like Palantir, with super complex products and famously long sales cycles, this number is everything.
Now imagine Oracle's enormous, globe-spanning sales team is out there co-selling Palantir stuff. Suddenly, one of Palantir's biggest historical weaknesses, that super long and expensive sales cycle, gets a massive boost. This directly attacks that high cost of finding and signing new customers.
And guess what? When you slash that CAC, you directly improve another critical business health score, the lifetime value to CAC ratio. This basically compares how much a customer is worth over their entire lifetime to what it costs to get them in the first place. You want this ratio to be high, like 3-to-1 or even better. It's the ultimate sign of a profitable, sustainable business.
So, at the end of the day, what does it all add up to? By lowering both sales costs and operational costs, this whole partnership makes Palantir's business model way more robust, way healthier. And if you're an investor, this could be the exact financial justification needed to back up the company's pretty high valuation.
So the big question is, how did the market react to all this? And more importantly, what should we be watching for to see if this alliance is actually working?
Well, Wall Street definitely took notice. The initial reaction was really positive. When the partnership was first announced back in April, and again when it officially launched in July, you saw the stock price and the trading volume both jump. That's a clear sign of market optimism and some pretty high expectations.
But of course, the analysts are divided. You've got the bull case, with firms like Wedbush calling this a golden path for Palantir's future growth and profits. But then you've got the bear case from firms like Morgan Stanley, who are basically saying, hey, hold on, let's be cautious. They're pointing out that the company's valuation is still sky high and that it absolutely needs the results to justify it.
So the proof is going to be in the pudding, right? This is the scorecard. This is what you and I need to be watching for in their upcoming earnings reports. Are they accelerating their commercial customer growth? Are the contract values getting bigger? And most importantly, are those profit margins expanding? And of course, any news of a major joint contract win, that'll be the clearest signal of all that this partnership is firing on all cylinders.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. Let's pull back from the numbers and look at the bigger picture here, because this partnership is really more than just a corporate deal. It's a huge strategic move in a much, much larger game. The fundamental shift you need to see here is Palantir's transformation. They're evolving. They're moving from just being a standalone AI software company to becoming the absolute heart of this powerful, integrated ecosystem. And it's an ecosystem designed specifically to win over the world's most demanding and, let's be honest, most profitable customers.
And that leaves us with one final, pretty massive question to think about. In this fierce generative AI arms race that we're all watching unfold, could an alliance like this do more than just capture market share? Could it actually, unexpectedly, shift the entire balance of technological power itself?